Hey guys, and welcome to our channel. So, if you are new here, my name is Sade, and welcome. I'm one of the owners of Third Generation Conjure, and Third Generation Conjure, we are a spiritual company that specializes in spiritual supplies and products to help you along your spiritual journey. So, for today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit differently and talk about planetary magic today. And you will notice with this video, if it seems a little off, what I'm saying versus what I'm doing on the video, I actually recorded an entire video and realized my mic was off, so it didn't record anything I was saying. So this is going to be kind of like a voiceover. But I did want to keep the video because I wanted to show you guys our magical planner, because I haven't talked about this. It has been on our we have it on our website, but it is actually sold out. But we do have it on Amazon. But this is something that's been out for a while, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit briefly and how it can help you in your spiritual practice. But before we go any further, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll put all of our links to our social media and our website in the description bar below. So without further ado, we're going to talk about Planetary Magic, and we're also going to talk about a new product release that we have starting today. So here, what I have right here is our magical planner, and this actually runs through the astrological new year, which is April, or Aries season, until the following Aries season, so April 2023 to April 2024. So this basically is just telling you different moon phases and things you can do days of the week to enhance your spiritual practice. Here we have some planetary days, candle colors, also some magical herbs, how to work with the clock, moon cycles, and also things that have to do with retrograde calendars for the year. So we start with Aries season, which runs from March 21st until April the 19th. Okay, and this is just telling you the energy of Aries season and what are some things that you can do to utilize the energy of each season. Okay, because each season holds a different energy. Okay, then in here we have a goal planner for the month. Then we also have a book of shadows. So this is to write down your works, what you used, a letter to yourself. And then we have the calendar, which tells you the different moon phases throughout the month. So you have these moon phases, which include waxing moon phases, waning moon phases, new moon phases, full moon. And each day it's broke down a different working that you can do utilizing the energy of each day. Also, I don't see a lot of people talking about this, but also on these days we have the void of course moon, which is basically a period where the moon is void as it is switching signs. And what happens with that, and the belief with that, is anything that you do under the void of course moon is something that will yield no results. So that also has those timings in there as well. Okay, so that's just a brief synopsis of what the planner, includes. But I wanted to talk about today, we have Scorpio season upon us. So I have something for you guys. I just wanted to talk about how to utilize the energy of the Scorpio season, okay, in order to help it propel you further and help you to navigate through this season. Okay, so what is the basis of Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio represents death, transformation. It's the planet of sex, death, and taxes, and it rules the 8th house. So when you get into astrology, you have different aspects, okay? Whether you're a Scorpio or not, there are different aspects. Everybody has some type of Scorpio placement within their house, within their astrological chart. So it's really going to be dependent on how, what house is in, how it will affect you, okay? So for this in particular, we have 2 oils that I'm going to be launching, and that'll be available today. That it's going to be limited time, but we'll run it throughout Scorpio season. But we have Pluto oil and we have Scorpio oil. Okay, so this is just a video on showing you how to utilize these 2 oils in your spiritual practice. Okay, so first I will start with Scorpio itself. Once again, Scorpio rules the 8th house, which is the house of sex, death, and taxes. Scorpio is all about regeneration. It's about death and rebirth. If you see it in a tarot deck, it's going to be represented by the death card. And when you see people talk about death, we always look at death as something that is negative, but overall death is just transformation. Okay, it's just a new phase, a new cycle. Okay, So with this Scorpio oil, this is to help you to utilize that energy of Scorpio. It will be very good to use if you are a Scorpio yourself, whether that's your sun, your moon, or even your rising sign. But like I stated, it could also be utilized for whatever aspect you have Scorpio in your chart. So, whether that is, let's just say you have Scorpio in the 10th house, okay? So the 10th house is going to rule your reputation, it's going to rule your career, things of that nature. So you may use Scorpio oil when you're doing, your career work, okay? Better business, when you're doing things to elevate you as far as your career and your reputation is concerned. Also, Scorpio rules things as far as like the genitals, the colon, the rectum, the reproductive organs. So if you were doing something, if you were having an issue or someone else was having an issue with this particular part of their body that's ruled by Scorpio, you may include this in your healing workings. Okay, so that's just a little tidbit and like a little secret, um, for you to think about. Also, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. So, we have Pluto oil as well that I'm going to show you here momentarily. Once again, I said, I'm doing a voiceover in this video, so it's catching up. But, with Pluto oil, that's all about, once again, death, regeneration. That's about power, things of that nature. So you could also use that oil to work with whatever your Pluto placement is in your astrological chart as well. But overall, I do want to give you guys a tidbit and tell you to use this with caution, because even if you combine this Scorpio and this Pluto oil, that also deals with sex, okay? Sexuality, things of that nature. This could also be seen as things that have to do with obsession. So, you could use that, some type of obsession work. You didn't hear that from me, but, a lot of people want that. So, that's just kind of a tidbit for that. But overall, this Pluto oil is used to get rid of things that you no longer need to hold on to. Okay. So this could be the death of situations such as shadow work, things that your inner shadows, things of that nature. It could also be used as far as necromancy. So you'll see Scorpio and also Pluto represent death. Okay. So this is communicating with spirit, especially right now around this time of year leading up to Hallows Eve. This is a time where the veil is very, very thin. So the connection to the spirit realm is going to be a little bit easier to access. Also, you'll see this with things like divinations and tarot readings. So if you're going to get a divination or a tarot reading, this is a really good time for you to do so. Okay, to reach out to whoever do your readings, especially if it's even with us, if it's me or it's auntie. This is going to be a good time for you to get your divinations, get your readings, because spirit is going to come through a little bit clearer. And I even notice, even as a reader myself, that my messages are a little bit clearer this time of year. It's a lot clearer for me to channel when I decide to do my automatic writing and doing channeling. Messages come very, very clear. Dreams come a lot clearer around this time of year. But you can also use this Pluto oil to enhance those aspects of yourself as well. Okay, and I'm not really sure what I was talking about and what I was doing. I'm flipping pages, but I just wanted to go over some basic information as far as these two oils are concerned, and the energy within Scorpio season. Okay, so anytime anytime that we decide to introduce you guys into something new, I want to make sure that you're well educated on it. Okay, I've been using planetary oils and you know, zodiac oils for quite some time, even on myself and my customers. I haven't, released it out on my shop, but like I stated, anytime we release something to you guys or we give something to you guys, we want to make sure that you're knowledgeable about it, that you're educated about it, that you're able to utilize it. And this will also tie if you're kind of deep into astrology. But I'm not going to launch all of the zodiac oils and the planetary oils out at one time. We'll do it based on the season. So next we'll release Sagittarius when Sagittarius season comes upon us, and Jupiter oil, which is ruled by Sagittarius. And we'll talk about some ways that you can utilize those two products with your own astrological placements as well. Okay, so this is just, like I said, a brief synopsis and a brief type video about how to utilize this. And also, even with what I'm looking at right now, I'm actually, I think I'm talking about that moon void of course, which is at the bottom, explaining exactly what a moon void of course is. And I'm not sure if I said this, but I wanted to add, if you need to work on someone who is under the sign of Scorpio and you were using Scorpio oil, you can use this to work on somebody in that particular sign, especially if you don't know their date of birth. And if you want to purchase the planner, you can purchase it on Amazon. And I will have that oil available on the site so you can purchase that. And once again, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, guys, bye bye.